चहा कुடிச்சா राजू गुजरी नगरच्या
Muted. So very good morning, guys. Very good morning. Yeah, so guys, last class we have completed all the logics. I hope I am audible, right? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, that's good.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. So in last class, guys, we have completed all the logics. Yeah, what are the logics involved in any real-time application? Then we discussed what is JEE container. Yes. Then guys, we have discussed JEE container, and then then we were discussing. Then we started with different types of servlet. Yes. Then guys, we have started with different types of servlet. So we discussed. We have not started with the types basically. Just I gave the type. Yes. So just I gave the type. That is, what are the different types of servlet we have. So now guys, we'll discuss all the different types of, not all, basically two different types of servlet one by one. Yes, we'll discuss guys both the different types of servlet one by one. Before that, just we will revise once what and all we have covered in the last class. Yeah, just we'll revise once guys what and all we have covered in the last class, then we'll proceed. For 2 minutes, we'll do the revision, then we'll proceed. So guys, basically in the last class, we saw the folders of Apache Tomcat. Yes. So basically we had 6 different folders: bin folder, config folder, lib folder, log, web apps, and work folder. So I hope you have gone through this. So we discussed different folders. Then we started with JEE container. So basically JEE container is nothing but it is an engine. Yes, JEE container guys is nothing but it is an engine which is going to manage all the resource. Yes, which is going to manage all the resource. So the resources can be servlet, it can be JSP, it can be EJB, it can be like JMA, it can be JPA, etc. So now basically this JEE container is going to perform it is having some functionalities. The first functionality is it will manage all the resource. Yes, JEE container is going to manage all the resource and it will provide runtime environment. And even JEE container, guys, it is going to manage the life cycle of servlet and different API. Yes, JEE container, guys, it will manage life cycle of different APIs. So even guys, we discussed the like what is HTML. You learn HTML web, but like we have one word with HTML. Then we went for JSP. So basically, with the help of HTML, we can design static page. But whenever I talk about your JSP, with the help of JSP, guys, we can design a dynamic page. We can design dynamic page. So guys, my voice is breaking. You're not able to hear me properly. Is it, guys? Or it's audible properly? Clear, right? Prashant, check your connection. Yes, first check your connection, then let me know. Yeah, Prashant, right? Yes, not Prashant. Prashannati. Yeah, check your connection first. Fine. So we have discussed what is XML and JSP. So these overview, guys, we have discussed in the last class itself. And even I gave all the points, right? Even I gave all the points for each and every concept. Then we discussed two important note. Yes, two important note we have discussed. So in this note, we have discussed like each and every application, we should have minimum and maximum one XML file. Yes, so the name of XML file will be web.xml. If there is no web.xml file, then the JEE container will fail to load the application and it will throw an exception or you can say error. So the name of error is 404 and that error is going to represent resource not found. So whenever guys, you will get 404 error. Yeah, whenever you'll get 404 error, you have to check your XML file. Yeah, you have to check your XML file. Next comes here. Well, now if we have like we can deploy any number of applications. Yes, we can deploy, guys, any number of application on single server. Either it can be Apache Tomcat, it can be, let's say, JBoss, it can be Oracle Glassfish, and so on. So on a single application, guys, we can deploy any number of applications, but the name should be unique. But the name should be unique for each and every application. Now coming about your web.xml, coming about your web.xml. So whenever you will load the application, whenever we will execute the application, then what will happen in the sense your web.xml will be compiled. Yes, your web.xml will be compiled by JEE container. If there is any error, then JEE container is going to throw an exception case. So in your project, not project, you can say in your program as well, you may face 404 error or parse exception. So just you have to analyze why you are getting, and then you have to rectify the thing. Then guys, we have discussed the different types of logic involved in any real-time application. Then we started with the servlet. Yes, then we started with the servlet. So we had just the word, what is servlet? So basically servlet is nothing but server-side programming, which can perform all the logics. Yes, which can perform all the logic, along with it is going to manage the client request and response. Yes, so all the applications within the server are managed by JEE container. Similarly, all the servlet will be managed by your servlet container. Then we saw there are two different types of servlet, that is generic servlet, and then we have discussed HTTP servlet. We have discussed, guys, HTTP servlet. So let us proceed, and we will understand the server in better way now. So let's say we have a front end. We have a front end, guys. So whenever I talk about front end, so front end can be either you can go for JSP, you can go for HTML. So in our case, we will go for JSP, guys, or either HTML. But since we are learning Java, so I'll go for JSP so that we can design a dynamic web page. Yes. So you will create a JSP page. So let's say for this JSP page, you are going to give few fields. You will give a name. You will give name. Let's say you will give email. You will give email, and then you are going to give password. And then you will have one submit button. Then you will have one submit button. So you will fill this detail. So basically you can say, guys, this is nothing but our form page. Basically, this is nothing but our form page. So this is nothing but your view. This is nothing but your view, or you can say it is nothing but your presentation logic. It is a view presentation logic front end. So you will fill all the details. Yes, you will fill the name, you will fill the email, you will fill the password. After filling these details, guys, you will click on submit. Yes, you will click on submit. So let's say you are using a database. Yes, so we are using a database. So we will have a database, no doubt at all, but we will have someone who is going to process this request. Yeah, who is going to process the request? Just a second, and who will return some response. So, and then we will have a database. Yes, then guys, we will have a database. Yes, so let's say this is nothing but a servlet. This is nothing but, guys, servlet. So as we discussed in the last class, guys, with the help of servlet, what we can do, yes, with the help of servlet, what we can do in the sense, we can write the business logic. With the help of servlet, guys, we can write the business logic. So business logic is nothing but it is like it is going to perform some validation and like some operation we are going to perform here. Yes, and next we have a database. So if you want to connect your servlet with database, again you will go for JDBC. Yes, again you will go for JDBC. Now, if you want to connect your business logic, that is your view, to the servlet, you will go for, yes, if you want to connect, like if you want to connect any business logic class, yes, it can be business logic class as well, any normal class. If you want to connect these two, you will go for servlet. So guys, once you will design a form page, yes, once you will design a form page, And then you will have these fields. You will have these fields. So let's say you want to perform sign up. Yes, you want to perform sign up. So if you want to perform sign up, guys, then what you will do, you will fill all these details and you will click on submit. So the time you will click on submit, this view is going to make a request. Yes. So basically this view will make a request to the servlet class. This view or your front end is going to make a request to the servlet class. Now what this servlet class will do? So in servlet class we'll write some business logic. Yes, we will in servlet class we'll write some business logic. So based on that business logic, it will process your data. Yes, based on this business logic, it will process the data. Let's say while processing the data, you can print the data again. You can print the data in some page. Or if you want to store the data in the database, you'll go for GD. Yes. So basically, guys, what servlet is doing here in the sense, it is taking a request. Yes. So who is sending a request? So basically, client is saying a request. Client is going to send a request. So basically, the servlet will accept a request from the client. It will process the data. It will perform some operation based on the business logic you are going to write. So let's say if you want to just print the data, then you will create one more form page, you will print the data. Let's say if you want to store the data, you'll make use of JDBC and you will store the data in the database. That's what, guys, based on the business logic, the servlet will perform some operation. Either it will process the data or it will persist the data. So first it will take the request. Yes. So guys, first it is taking a request from the client. So here, let's say the client is nothing but my view, small view. So it will take a request from the client. It will process all the data. If you want to persist, you can persist the data. You can store the data in database. Otherwise, once the data is stored or once the data is processed, it will return some response. Yes. So first it will take a request and then it will return some response. So guys, basically what this servlet is going to do, we have discussed, it will take HTTP request and it will return HTTP response. So basically the processing thing, the business logic, we are going to write in the servlet. So what servlet will do, servlet will accept the request, it will process the data or it will process the request based on the business logic, and at last it is going to return some response. At last, guys, it is going to return some response. So you can say, guys, this servlet is able to handle all the logics. The servlet is able to handle all the logics. Now, yes, it is a middleware, you can say. It is a middleware. If I talk about JDBC, if I talk about servlet, these are nothing but these are the APIs. Yeah, you can say it is a middleware, no doubt at all. So basically what this servlet is doing, it is taking a request and is returning some response. Yes. So based on the logic, based on the business logic, it is going to perform some functionality. Yes. So guys, coming about the servlet, now we have to discuss what are the different types of servlet we have. So guys, in last class, I just gave the types. Yes. Yes. So in last class, I just gave the types. Now we will discuss the types of servlet. Now we will discuss, guys, types of servlet. So guys, my voice is breaking today. Yes. Or it's okay. It's okay, guys, right? Okay. So guys, few of you are facing personal problem like personal network issue might be you will have. So first check it once. Go for speed test by Ookla and check your network connection. Yeah. Still, if you feel my voice is breaking, then let me know. Yes. So fine, guys. Now we'll discuss both the types of servlet one by one. So first we will discuss here generic servlet. First, guys, we'll discuss here generic servlet. So just now we have discussed servlet is nothing but server-side programming which is able to handle all the different types of logic, which is able to handle, guys, all the different types of logic. Along with it will process the client request and it will return some response. So let us proceed and we will understand what is generic servlet. So first we will discuss the generic servlet. So let us take down the subheading. Let us take on the subheading as generic servlet. So let us take a subheading as generic servlet. Okay, so guys, so we have first type of servlet is known as generic servlet. Now the name generic servlet, the first type of servlet is known as generic servlet because it is not associated with any protocol. Yes. Now anyone can ask, what do you understand by generic servlet? Why name is generic servlet? So you have to say, guys, you have to say since. Yeah, you have to say since it is, or you can say since this servlet, or we can say since it is not associated with, is not associated with any protocol, with any protocol, or you can say it is independent of protocol. Since it is not associated with any protocol or it is independent of protocol, so named as generic servlet. So named as generic servlet. So why generic servlet, guys? Because it is not associated with any protocol. If I talk about second type of servlet, it is associated with HTTP protocol. So that we will discuss later. But coming about the first type of servlet, guys, it is not associated with any protocol. So it is able to handle all the type of requests. Either it can be HTTP request, TCP request, and so on. So since it is not associated with any particular protocol, the name is generic servlet. Now let us take the next point. Let us go for next point. So coming about generic servlet, I'll give GS. So generic servlet will not support, session. It is not going to support, guys, session. So generic servlet is not going to support what, guys? Generic servlet will not support session. Now, what is session in the sense? Anything which will happen between some time duration. Yes, anything, guys, which will happen between the given time duration. Or we can say session is nothing but any activity which takes place between the start time and stop time. Yes. So basically we can say, guys, what is session in the sense? Anything, any activity which takes place between start time and stop time. Yes, that is nothing but your session. So first point, why generic servlet? I hope you get to know. Second, guys, that it will not support session. What is session, guys? It is nothing but any activity performed between start time and stop time. So these are the two important points. Now, this generic servlet is nothing but it is an abstract class. Coming about generic servlet, guys, it is nothing but it is an abstract class. Generic servlet, guys, it is nothing but abstract class. And this abstract class is present in a package JavaX dot servlet package. So guys, in case of JDBC, we have used java.sql package. But in case of servlet, we will use java.x package now. Yes. In case of JDBC API, we have discussed, we have two different packages. So throughout the JDBC, we have used java.sql package, but here we'll use javax.servlet package. That's what generic servlet is nothing but it is an abstract class and it is present in a package javax.servlet. I'll give all these points, guys, no need to worry. Just concentrate, just listen once. I'll give all these points. Now, Coming about this generic servlet, guys. Coming about this generic servlet, it contains few methods. Yes. So basically, generic servlet contains three methods. So generic servlet, guys, it contains three predefined or built-in methods. Yes, it contains three predefined or built-in methods. So the first method is service method. First method is service method. Second method is init method. Service method, init method, and third method is destroy method. Destroy. Third method is destroy method. So now coming about the service method, it is nothing but your abstract method. Service method, guys, it is nothing but abstract method. Init method is nothing but concrete method. And your destroy method is nothing but concrete method. So guys, generic servlet class contains three different methods. Out of these three methods, we have one. So first method is service method, second is init, and third is destroy method. Yes. So service method is abstract method, whereas init method and destroy method is concrete method. So basically, if I talk about the service method, so service method is abstract method, so mandatory we have to provide the implementation. Yes, if a method is abstract, mandatory we have to provide the implementation. No doubt at all, mandatory, guys, we have to provide the implementation in implementation. So we will provide the implementation for this service method in implementation class, and here we will write the business logic. Yes, in the service method itself, we will write the business logic. Based on that, generic servlet is going to perform some certain operation. Either it will process the data or it will persist the data. So inside the service method of generic servlet, we will write all the business logic. Now coming about your init method, since it is a concrete method, so no need to provide implementation. No need to provide implementation. By default, JEE container. By default, JEE container is going to call the init method, and by default, JEE container will call the init method, and all the property for servlet will be initialized. All the property for servlet will be initialized. Now, once we have used the servlet object, at last automatically your JEE container calls the garbage collector, and your servlet object will be destroyed. Your servlet object will be destroyed. But basically, guys, we will not destroy the servlet object. Basically, we are not going to destroy the servlet object, just we will close the costly resource. Yeah. Why we will not destroy the service object? Why will not destroy the object of servlet? That we will discuss once we will go for life cycle of servlet. Yes. So guys, first point, what is generic servlet? You can say it is nothing but abstract class and present in Java x.servlet package. Now, this method is not associated with any protocol. It can be used for any other type of protocol also, guys. So it is not associated with any specific protocol. So named is generic servlet. Now it will not support any session. What is session, guys? Anything which will happen between start and stop time. Now this generic servlet contains three different methods. So first is service method, init method, and destroy method. So coming about service method, yes, coming about service method, we have to provide the implementation mandatory, because the service method is abstract method. Now within this service method, inside the service method or within the service method, guys, we will write the business logic. Yes. Next is your init method. So since it is a concrete method, so it's not compulsory to provide the implementation. If you want, you can override, but it's not mandatory to provide the implementation. Whenever we are not going to provide the implementation, JEE container internally calls the init method. Internally, it is going to call the init method, and property of a servlet will be initialized. Next method is nothing but destroy method. So basically, this destroy method help us to destroy the object. But in case of servlet, guys, never ever we will destroy the object, because we can reuse the object in future as well. So basically here we are going to close the costly resource. So what this destroy method is going to do, you will get a clear picture once we will go for the servlet lifecycle. Once we'll go for servlet lifecycle, guys, you will get a clear picture. So guys, I want you people to copy down these points neatly. And if you have any doubt, you can ask, you can ping me in chat box. If you have any doubt, guys, regarding the servlet, what is servlet and what is generic servlet, up to here, if you have any doubt, you can ping me in chat box. Otherwise, I'm projecting the content notes, just copy down, guys. Be a little quick. Yeah, be a little quick, guys. Yes, if you have doubt, you can ping me in chat box. Don't keep any doubt, guys, because these are the basic things you should know. Yes. So guys, now please take down these points and copy them. Whatever I explain, each and every point is available. guys, once you are done, let me know. Okay, guys. So I hope whatever we have discussed up to here, it's clear, right? Yeah. So fine, guys. So basically, guys, can you tell me this servlet? This servlet is a class or interface? Yes, I'm not talking about generic servlet and all, guys. This servlet, basically, if I talk about the general term servlet, it is a class or interface, guys? Yes. So guys, coming about if I talk about the generic term servlet, so the servlet is nothing but it is a yes, the servlet is nothing but it is a interface. Yes, the servlet is nothing but guys, it is an interface. So let us talk about the servlet hierarchy. Yes, the class diagram of a servlet, the complete diagram, then we will proceed with the HTTP server. Yes. So let us proceed. Yes. So now coming about the servlet, guys, no doubt at all. It is nothing but interface. The servlet is nothing but guys interface. So if I talk about the servlet, so basically, guys, again, this servlet is present in two different interfaces. Yes, the servlet, guys, or you can say the servlet is of two types. Or let's say the servlet interface is of two types. Basically, so the first type, let's say guys, just a second, let me draw this. So let's say interface, and even let's say this is my interface. Just a second. Nothing but again your interface. Now, so this servlet basically we have two different interface. So first interface is nothing but your servlet itself. First interface is nothing but guys servlet itself and is present in javax dot servlet package. Javax dot servlet package. One more interface we have is servlet config. Yes, this is second type of servlet interface. Yes, the first type is nothing but first type you can say it is just a servlet. It is just a servlet is present in java.x. Second type is nothing but your second type is nothing but servlet config. Servlet config. Again, it is present in java x dot servlet package itself. Again, guys, it is present in Java x dot servlet package itself. Now, if I'll talk about generic servlet, if I'll talk about, guys, generic servlet, so this generic servlet, so in generic servlet, we will get the implementation of these two servlet. We will get, guys, the implementation of these two servlet interface. So if I talk about generic servlet, it is an abstract class. It is an abstract class. Nothing but, guys, it is an abstract class which contains three methods. We have discussed. So service method, which is abstract method. Next we have init method, which is concrete method. Next we have something as destroy method, which is again your concrete method. So it contains how many methods, guys? These three methods. So mandatory, we have to provide the implementation for this service method. Now, this generic servlet is nothing but it is a abstract class of the interface, or you can say, guys, this abstract class generic servlet is going to implement servlet or servlet and not or servlet and servlet config. So here we will have something as generic servlet. Again, is presenting Java x dot package. So we'll say Java x dot servlet, Java x dot servlet dot generic servlet. Generic servlet. So generic servlet is nothing but, we can say, guys, what it is. It is an abstract class. The servlet is an interface, and the servlet config is a interface. Now, what type of inheritance we have here, guys? What type of inheritance we are going to follow here? What type of inheritance it is? What type of user relationship? Multiple, yes. So guys, in case of Java, can we achieve multiple inheritance? Can we achieve multiple inheritance? Yes. So guys, how many of you will say multiple inheritance cannot be achieved? It can be achieved, guys, 100% with the help of interface. With the help of interface, guys, we can achieve. But again, in case of your multiple inheritance, we cannot inherit the member. Yes. Let's say if we have only method, if the interface contains only the method, then it is possible again. Let's say again we have two interface. So let's say if I talk about this interface, let me assume this contains M1 method, M1 method. So no confusion at all. We will inherit the method, will provide the implementation. But let's say, guys, we have a variable here, int x equals to 5 and int x equals to 10. So variable name is same. So in case of variable, we cannot achieve multiple inheritance with respect to interface also. But with respect to abstract method, we can achieve this. Yes, if we have int x equals to 5, int x equals to 10 into these two interface, and if you try to print the value, again you will get an error, ambiguity or diamond problem, but it will not happen in case of method. Yes. So yes, we can achieve multiple inheritance with the help of interface in case of abstract method. Yes, in case of abstract method. In interface, if we have any member variable, then again there might be ambiguity or diamond problem if the variable name is same in both the interface. So, but no doubt at all, we can achieve multiple inheritance with the help of interface in case of abstract method. Just remember this. Yeah, just remember these points. So we can, so this is nothing but your multiple inheritance. Now, coming about this generic servlet, guys, again, this generic servlet is having, this generic servlet contains one implementation class. Yes. So for the generic servlet, guys, we have one more. We have one implementation class. So the name of implementation class is nothing but your HTTP servlet. So I'll say this is nothing but, or let's say even I'm going to consider this an abstract class only, guys. Yeah, let's say abstract class. So this abstract class is going to inherit from, yes, this particular class. So I can say we have one more sub abstract class of generic servlet, that is your HTTP servlet. HTTP servlet. Yes. So from where we will get the generic servlet? We will get the generic servlet either from servlet or servlet config interface. From where we will get the HTTP servlet? So we'll get it from generic servlet. So this is the complete class or interface diagram, guys. You have to follow. Even they can ask in interview. So since it is a class and class, we can go for extents. So guys, I want you to copy down this diagram, servlet. Yeah, just copy down little quick. Just mark two interface and few abstract class. That is more than enough. Yes, just mark it fast. Yes. So guys, I hope it's done. Yeah. So let us proceed now. Let us proceed. So I hope you got some basic idea what is servlet, what servlet is going to do the and complete class diagram from which package and everything we are getting the servlet. So we have discussed the generic servlet. Now we will go for your HTTP servlet. Then we have to learn few more things, the configuration part of the servlet, how they can configure your servlet with your front end, and then happily we can go for program. So don't worry guys, today also you might face theory things. Yeah, so let us proceed now. Okay, so let us proceed. So next type of servlet we are going to discuss here, that is your HTTP servlet. HTTP servlet. HTTP servlet. Now guys, coming about this HTTP servlet. Why name is HTTP servlet? Because it is associated with HTTP protocol. The second type of servlet is known as HTTP servlet because it is associated with HTTP protocol. So if anyone will ask why this servlet is known as HTTP, then you should say since it is specific to HTTP protocol. It is specific to HTTP protocol. So the name given to it is HTTP servlet. HTTP servlet. Yes. So why name is HTTP servlet? Because it is associated with, or it is specific to HTTP protocol. So now coming about this HTTP servlet, guys, this HTTP servlet contains only concrete method. Yes. So let's say HTTP servlet contains only concrete method. Yes. So it contains, guys, only concrete method. So few of the concrete methods are, so basically guys, it contains 8 concrete method. It contains only concrete method, and here we have 8 different concrete methods. So first type is nothing but post. Second type is nothing but get. Third type is nothing but, you can say, put. Fourth type is nothing but delete. Fifth type here we have as trace. Sixth type we have as option. Seventh type we have as a head. And last one but not least, it is nothing but your connect. So guys, HTTP servlet contains only concrete method, and the method name is post, get, put, delete, trace, option, head, connect. So guys, currently in our program, we will go for post method and we will go for get method. Yes, yeah, patch also we have. So patch is not under this, patch is something different. It is under the HTTP protocol. It's not a part of HTTP servlet. So this protocol is different now again. Yes. So basically we have these. Yeah. So if I'll talk about only HTTP protocol, we have. But if I talk about HTTP servlet, only these. So post, get, put, delete, trace, option, head, and connect. Now guys, we have to, if you want to provide, since this HTTP servlet does not contain any abstract method, so if you want to write any business logic, you have to override these concrete method itself. Yes, if you want to write, guys, if you want to write any business logic, you have to override either of these concrete method based on the condition or based on the situation or based on like business logic you are going to write. So basically guys, post method is used to transfer the data. Yes, we will go for post method, guys, whenever we have to transfer the data. Let's say I want to transfer the data from your HTML to servlet. In that case, we will go for post method. Even put method is used whenever, guys, we have to transfer the data. So post and put method is used whenever we have to transfer the data. Now, whenever you have to fetch the data, whenever we have to fetch the data, we'll go for get method. You will go for get method. So guys, basically you can explore other method by yourself. Yes. So here we will discuss these three methods, which is important. And if you are going to write a program and project, you will use these three methods mainly. But again, if you want to explore more things, you can just go through. But here we have to focus on these three methods: post, get, and put. So guys, for your interview, very important, they can ask, tell me the difference between post method and put method. Tell me the difference between post method and put method. So guys, we will go for post method whenever we have to transfer huge amount of data. Yes, whenever we have to transfer, guys, huge amount of data, we will go for post method. We'll go for post method. And coming about this post method, guys, it is associated with HTTP protocol. It is associated with HTTP protocol. Now we will go for put method whenever we have to transfer small amount of data. Whenever, guys, we have to transfer small amount of data. So we will go for this put method when we have to transfer small amount of data. So this, when we will go for this post method whenever huge amount of data and is associated with HTTP protocol. Now we'll go for put method, guys, whenever we have to transfer small amount of data, and basically it is associated with TCP protocol, transfer control protocol. So this put method is associated with your TCP protocol, and we will go for put method whenever we have to transfer small amount of data. So guys, very important for your interview, difference between post and put you have to go through. We will go for post method, guys, whenever we have to transfer huge amount of data, and it is associated with your HTTP protocol. Whereas put method is used whenever we have to transfer small amount of data, and it is associated with your TCP protocol. Yes. Next comes your get method. So basically get method is used to fetch the data. So let's say if you want to perform sign up, yes, if you want to perform sign up or account creation with the help of servlet, you will go for post method, or you can go for your put method based on the protocol you are using. But if you want to fetch the data, in the sense if you want to perform login, you will go for get method. So basically get method is used to fetch the data, and by default, guys, all the browser will make use of get method only. By default, all the browser will make use of get method. Either it is Chrome, it can be Internet Explorer or whatever. So by default, this get method will be enabled. Now again, you will learn about these method protocols once you will go for your Springs. Again, you will go for the Springs. There we have something as not servlet mapping. We have something as request mapping. Yeah. In case of request mapping, guys, you will learn in the depth what are these HTTP protocols and like what is enabled, what is disabled. Yes. So whoever is taking a Springs, they will explain. Yes. So guys, basically in interview, post, what is difference with post and put method is very important. So you should know that whenever huge amount, you will go for post. Small amount of data, you will go for put. So his post method associated with HTTP protocol, whereas put method is associated with TCP protocol, and get method is used to fetch the data. Yes, it is used to fetch the data. And by default in all the browsers, get method will be enabled. Yes. So this is all about your HTTP servlet. Now guys, if you want to provide the implementation, let's say if you are going to use HTTP servlet, what we have to do in the sense, we have to write, yes, if you are going to use HTTP servlet, we have to write the business logic. So guys, to write the business logic, we have to override these methods. We have to override these methods. So how you can override? So you will say public. You can declare this as a protected also. So you will say public void, and then you will say do. You will say do x, x, x. Public void do x, x, x. What is this x, x, x method, guys? Respective method. What is this x, x, x? This is nothing but your respective method you are going to use. So you will say public void do x, x, x. Inside this do x, x, x method, we have to pass two arguments. We have to pass, guys, two arguments. So the first argument will be HTTP servlet request. Because we know, guys, servlet will accept the request and it will process the request. So all the request data will be stored in this HTTP servlet request object only. So it will accept two arguments. First is HTTP servlet request, and second is HTTP servlet response. And you will assign a variable, obviously. So guys, here we have to pass. It is void itself. It is void. It is void. So you will write the business logic. Don't worry. Return type of method is void, but you will make use of getters method, get parameter. Based on that, you'll fetch the data. Don't worry at all. So this method will not return. Yes, this method will accept something, and inside that you will write the business logic. That business logic will fetch the data. So basically here we have to go for, here we have to make use of one more method is get parameter. We'll discuss it, don't worry. So this do x, x, x method will accept two arguments. First is HTTP servlet request and second is HTTP servlet response. So I hope, guys, you got some basic idea of your HTTP servlet. The first point, why HTTP servlet? In the sense because it is associated with HTTP protocol. Yes. Now, this HTTP servlet contains only concrete methods. So it contains basically 8 concrete methods, that is post, get, put, delete, rest, option, head, and connect. So again, guys, all these concrete methods, they can ask an interview. Name all the concrete methods present in HTTP servlet. Yes. Now they can ask again, what is difference between post and put? So I explained, guys, post is method is used whenever we have to transfer huge amount of data, and it is associated with HTTP protocol. But coming about put method, with the help of put method, we can transfer small amount of data, and it is associated with TCP protocol. And with the help of get method, we can fetch the data. So if you want to use this method, guys, you have to make use of this method signature. You have to say public void do x, x, x. So it can be do get, it can be do put, it can be do post, it can be do delete, it can be do trace, and so on. So coming about do x, x, x method, we have to pass here two arguments. So first is HTTP servlet request and then HTTP servlet response. So request object will hold all the requested data, and response object will hold all the responses, whatever your business logic is going to return. So that is all about your HTTP servlet, guys. So I want you to copy down these points. If you have any doubt, you can ping me in chat box and clear your doubts, guys. So still we are learning only theory, guys. Don't worry. We will see the program as well, but theory is required here. So basically, Sandhya, inside that we will have something as a form page. Yes, inside that we will have something as a form page. We'll make use of get parameter method. We'll make use of get parameter method, and we will store that value to some variable. Yes, that method will not return anything. So we'll make use of get parameter. We'll fetch the data. We'll fetch the data from front end, and we will store in some variable. And then we will return that variable with the help of response object. So once we'll go for program, we will get a clear picture. Don't worry at all. Yes. Yeah. So guys, so Rajshekhar, both servlet we will use, but most of the case we'll go for HTTP servlet. But you should have knowledge of both the servlet. Even in your servlet class, we'll discuss both the servlet one by one. So no need to worry. Yes. Now again, based on the implementation and uses, you will decide which servlet you have to use. Yeah. So guys, just take down these points. So guys, one small change, guys. I said this put method is associated with TCP. It is not, sorry guys, it is not associated with TCP, it is associated with FTP, file transfer protocol, no TCP here. Yes, so put method is associated with file transfer protocol, FTP, whereas post method HTTP, and put method file transfer protocol FTP. So please correct it. Yeah, small mistake. So fine. Now you can copy down. So you can see all the points here. So one by one, just copy down the points here. So guys, down nothing is there, only up to here. Yeah, only that much up to the get. Nothing is there, guys. Yeah, but scroll down also you can see the blank page. Okay, later I'll explain you after this class. Yeah. Okay, so guys, I hope you have completed. Yeah, I hope you have completed, guys. So yes, let us proceed, guys. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Yes, you can use. You can use. Office you can use, but better to use those keywords for the concise code. Okay, so let us proceed. Just a second, guys. Give me 1 second so that I can share you the notes of JDBC. Let me just a second. Okay, so guys, so all of you just open your Eclipse now. Yes, till that all of you open your Eclipse. We will create a project. Yeah, we'll create a project now, and we'll see how we can write a servlet program. So all of you just open your Eclipse and keep the things ready. Just open the Eclipse. Don't create any project. Just open the Eclipse. Okay, so guys, I'm sharing the JTBC note, notes link in the chat box. So just you try to open once. Yes, and meanwhile, open Eclipse as well. And let's see you are able to access the file or not. Yeah, I shared the link in the chat box, guys. All of you try to open. Yes, you guys are able to open, guys. Okay, so first you have to download, right? Yes, no problem at all. So just download the file. It's nearly of 100 MB, guys. So just download and see. Yeah, so fine, just download. Okay, so fine guys, let us proceed now. Let us proceed with the concept now. So first, we will see how to create a project now. Yes, we will see guys how to create a project. So all of you open your Eclipse. Yeah, something 100 MB and one not 1 MB. Because one of this was shared by one of your friend. It is not by me. Yeah. Just a second, guys. Just a second. All of you open your Eclipse and keep the things ready. Okay. So guys, in case of Java, in case of JDBC, yeah, in case of Java, in case of JDBC, guys, what type of project we used to create? Yes, what type of project we used to create, guys? In case of Java, Java project, right? In case of Java, guys, we used to create a Java project. Okay. But whenever we talk about your servlet, guys, with the help of servlet, we can design a web application. Yes, here we can have your HTML file, JavaScript file, Bootstrap, whatever file you want, you can add here. Yes. So basically, with the help of servlet, guys, we can design any web application like which can have front end, back end, everything, guys. Yes. So now we will not create a Java project. So in case of servlet, guys, we'll not create a Java project. So in case of JDBC, guys, we should have a main method. Mandatory, guys, we should have main method to execute the program. But in case of servlet, main method is not required because all the servlet program will be executed on the server, guys. All the servlet program will be executed on the server. Yes. So here we have to create dynamic web project. Yes, here we have to create dynamic web project. So what you can do, just you can right click or you can hit Control N for new, or you can hit guys Control N. Yes, so the time you will hit Control N, you will get a window like this, and here just select dynamic web project. Yes, so here you have to select guys dynamic web project. So hit Control N and type dynamic, or just right click, go to new and select dynamic web project and then click on next. Don't do anything in hurry guys. Yeah, whatever I'm saying, just follow that. Because most of you will not generate web.xml file. If you'll go in hurry, you'll say next, finish. You will not get the web.xml. And later you will face the issue. So don't do anything in hurry. Yes. So guys, right click and then you right click and select dynamic web project. And here you have to give the web project name. So let's say my web project is nothing but first servlet. Or let's say guys, servlet project, first servlet itself, first servlet. Chetan, install the software, right? If you are facing issue in Eclipse, I can't help you out. I don't have that much time, right? So use Google, YouTube, and just try to fix the issue. If I'll start helping you for the installation of Eclipse, JDK and all, then again, I need 1 day extra. I don't want to waste that much time. So you are the one, you are facing individual issue. Just go through the YouTube, you will fix the error by yourself. Yeah. So project name I'll give as a first servlet. I'll click on next. Then again click on next. And guys, here you will get context root, you will get content directory, and down of that you can see generate web.xml. Generate web.xml. So guys, we have discussed what is the use of XML file. Yes, we have discussed guys what is the use of XML file. So basically XML, it is used to configure the resource. So here again, we have to configure your front end, back end, servlet, many more things. So that can be done inside web.xml. So select this checkbox, generate web.xml content descriptor, and then click on finish. Then click on finish and wait for a few seconds, guys. One dynamic web project will be created. So you can see we got a project here. We got here project. If you will see the normal project, guys, I will see the normal project, normal Java project, you will have SRC, you will have JRE. Yes, SRC and JRE. If you talk about dynamic web project, guys, here we will have multiple folders. Yes, so here we will get, guys, multiple folders. So we will have something as Java resource. We'll have something as Java resource. So inside this Java resource, we will write all the servlet program. We'll write, guys, all the servlet program. Inside this Java resource, we will write all the servlet program. Now, down of it, you can see we have one more folder, that is web content. That is nothing but, guys, web content. Inside this web content, guys, again, you will get two folders, that is webinf and webinf and meta-inf. Yes, so forget your meta-inf, we have to use webinf. Yes, so we have to make use of webinf. So again, we will open webinf folder. Inside this webinf, guys, you will get something. Yes, you can see we are getting one web folder and we are getting one web.xml. We are getting one web.xml. Yes, so we have to work. If you want to write any servlet program, you will go for, yes, for the servlet program, guys. If you want to write any servlet program, you will write in this Java resource, servlet program, SP. Yes, if you want to write any view, you will do it inside webinf. It can be HTML, it can be JSP, it can be Bootstrap, it can be CSS, it can be JavaScript, and so on. So each and everything, guys, you have to write inside webinf. So in Java resource, you will create a servlet, you will proceed, and inside webinf, you will, yes, what you will do, guys. So basically, you are going to define all your dynamic things, like your web things. So now, yes, now let us proceed. And first, we will create a servlet class. First, guys, we'll create a servlet class. So we have Java resource. Inside that, you will get a SRC. So inside that SRC folder, guys, we'll create a normal class. We'll create a normal class. So let's say I'm going to select a class here. And yes, here we have to give some package name. So let me give a package name as com.jsp.servlet project. Servlet project. com.jsp.servlet project. And let us give a servlet class name. So it can be, let's say the servlet class name is our servlet or your servlet. Anything you can give, or my servlet. Yes, my servlet. Then, so guys, as I said you, like for the servlet class, no need of main method. We are not going to use main method at all, because all the servlet program will be executed on the server. Next, I'll click on finish. Yes, I'll click on finish. So let me increase the font. So we have created a normal class. This is normal Java class, guys. Now, like this class is not having any property. Yes, this class is not having any property of your servlet. So if you want that property, you have to you have to inherit the property from either generic servlet or you have to inherit the property from your HTTP servlet. So currently I'll go for HTTP servlet, guys. So I'll say extends HTTP servlet. I'll say guys extends HTTP servlet. So hit control space, we have to import. Just wait guys, we have to import the HTTP servlet from Java x.servlet package. Just wait for a few seconds. I guess all of you are able to create a project. You have created a project, guys. Yes, all of you have created the project, yes or no? Okay, so first all of you create a dynamic web project, guys, if you are not done. Yes. So I am not able to import this HTTP servlet, guys. So I am not able to import. So either you can add the servlet API library, that is jar file, or you can get the jar file from your Apache Tomcat. You can get the jar file, guys, from Apache Tomcat. So just a second. Currently, I don't have Apache Tomcat as well. So first, let me add the Apache Tomcat. 9. Okay, there's some problem, guys. I'm not able to add 9. I don't know why. Yeah, now I'm able to add. Next. Then you have to select. These things is already done, guys, in last class. So I'll add my Apache Tomcat to Eclipse. Okay, so Apache Tomcat has been added. Let me do a few more things here because I want, so use this thing and let me check the port number. Port number is 8080 in my case. Yes, so fine, I'll just save this and I'll try to start the server, guys. Yeah, all of you just, okay, that's okay. You people no need to start because currently we are not going to write the program, like just we will see how to create a project. Yes, so just a second. Okay, so that is done. Let me start the server. Obviously it will work, no doubt at all. Yes, it will work, guys. The server will be started. So let me start the server once. So I can go for internal browser also, no problem, guys. So internal browser, it will open in Eclipse itself. Yeah, internal browser, we will have something as Eclipse itself, but that's okay. I'll go for Chrome. I'll go for Chrome. That's okay. So now my server has been started. You can see, guys. Yeah, my server has been started. So now my server has been added, but still I'm getting an error, guys. You can see. Still I'm getting an error. So just to resolve the error, let me try one thing. So right click on project. Right click on project. Then I'll click on build path. If you have added, guys, like this error can be solved in 2 ways. You can add the servlet API jar file, or you can get the jar file from Apache Tomcat. Yes. So build path. Let me try with this Apache Tomcat thing. So build path, then I'll go to libraries. Here you can see we have a button that is add library, and we will get here server runtime. Yes, we will select here server runtime. Then next, I'll select my current Apache Tomcat. Then I'll click on finish. Apply. Okay, let me see this error is resolved or not. Yeah, if this error is not resolved, we will add the jar file. Okay, so now let me mouse over on the HTTP servlet. Let me mouse over on the HTTP servlet, guys. Yes, so the time you will configure the path. Okay, just a second, guys, just a second. Wait for 1 second. So guys, what I was explaining in the sense, if you are getting an error, yes, if you are getting an error, then what you will do, right click on project. Yes, right click on project, then you will get a build path. Yes, right click on project, then build path. You will get something as configure build path. You'll get something as configure build path. And then here you will get add library. Yes, so click on add library. Directly, guys, you can add the jar file of Servlet API, even it will work. But again, you have to download the jar file and so on. So even we can do it by using this method. So add library. Now I will select, you can see here, you will get multiple library. So I'll select server runtime library, click on next, and I'll select my Tomcat version. Yes, I'll select my Tomcat version. I'll click on finish. Apply. Okay. Apply. Okay. But still, guys, I'm getting an error. So now if you will mouse over, you will get a option to import. Now you will get option to import. Previously, we were not getting, but now we'll get an option to import. So we know, guys, this HTTP servlet is present in Java X.servlet package. So click on that and import it. So there is no error in my project now. Yes, so guys, you can see all the error has been resolved. Yes, if there's any error also, we'll see later. Yeah, all the error has been resolved. Rajshekhar, twice I repeated, right? What you are doing? Fine. So again, right click on the project, build path. See Rajshekhar, once again, I'm not going to repeat. Right click on project, build path, configure build path, add library, configure build path, add library. Then you have to select the server runtime, click on next, then select your Apache Tomcat, select your Apache Tomcat, then click on finish, apply, and okay. Then if you are getting an error, so just mouse over on the HTTP servlet, you will get an option to import. So just import it. So guys, all of you have completed up to here. Yes, have you completed, guys, all of you? Any error? Are you getting any error, guys? Your error has been resolved, right? All of you, I guess. Okay, fine, guys. So now we have created a servlet. Yes. So we will discuss how inside a servlet class, what and all we have to do. We'll discuss that part later, how to configure and all. That part we'll discuss. We'll close this class, guys. For time being, we'll close the class. Now we will go inside WebINF. We will go inside WebINF, right click on the WebINF, then click on new. Yes, click on new, right click on WebINF. Again, I'm repeating, guys, right click on WebINF. click on, then select new. And here you will get, you can see, you will get here SQL file, you will get here HTML file, you will get here JSP file. So if you want, you can go with your HTML, but since we are learning guys J2EE, I'll go for JSP. So right click on WebINF, new, select your JSP file. You can go for HTML as well. So tags will remain same, but with the help of JSP, as we discussed, we can design dynamic web page. Yes. So here you have to give a web page name. Yes. So for time being, I'll say index.jsp. I'll say guys index.jsp, and then I'll click on next. Then finish. Next and finish. So guys, by default, you will get the structure of your HTML. Yes, the time you will create your JSP file, you will get the structure. So maximize, yeah, I'm going to maximize it. Now let me print and see whether it is working or not. So if I want to print something, so I'll say, simply I'll make use of H1 tag, and I'll say hello. This is my index page. This is my index page. Hello, this is my index page. Now, if you want to create a form, you can do it fast. You will take a form tag here. Yes, I hope you know this, how to create a form and all. So hello, this is my index page. I'm just going to print, and here we will make use of, we'll say name colon input type. Input type equals to text. Input type equals to text. Name equals to, let's say, name itself. Yes, name equals to name. Similarly, let me take, let's say this is my first name, F name. Okay, F name. Yeah, let me follow the same F name. Similarly, I want the last name and few more things, guys. So I'll say this is a last name, so L name. So I'll say it as a FNM. Here I'll say LNM. And let me take few more things. So I'll take only one thing, guys, one more thing, that is email. So I'll say email colon input type. Input type equals to, for email, I'll give email itself. You can give text as well. Name equals to medium. Name equals to medium. Now you can give whatever you want again. Yes. So just we are creating 3 fields here. So let me use break tag, guys. Break BR break. So after each field, I'll use this BR, so that, yes, BR. Now we will create a submit button, guys. So let me take input type equals to submit, and value equals to request. You can keep anything again. So value equals to request. So just guys, simply we have created a form page. Again, you have to take a form action and all. Okay, so we can't use email here. Fine, so we'll go for text itself. Now, we need a form action as well. So this is going to tell the final destination. So let's say form action I'm going to give as a FS, /FS. Yes. Only FS, guys. Let's say only FS. Yes. So now currently you can see we have created these fields. Now let me check. Let me execute this index page and let me see whether we are getting something or not. Yes. So simply right click, run as, run on server. Right click, run as, run on the server. So then click on next, finish. And if you want to restart the server, click on restart. Just wait for a few seconds and let's see what's happening. whether we are getting some front end or not. Yes. So guys, you can see what we got here. We are getting 404 error. Yes, we are getting what, guys? We are getting 404 error. What is the meaning of 404 error, guys? Yes. And why we are getting 404 error? Now you have to tell me. No exception. Resource not found. Yes, resource not found, guys. So simply what we did, we have created a servlet. Yes, we have created a servlet. We have created a view, that is your JSP file. But up to here, guys, we didn't complete any configuration. Yes, if you open this XML file, guys, we have not, like, any of the configuration is not done. Any of the configuration, guys, it is not done. So like, we have started the server, but we have started the application basically, but we have not configured the XML file. So JEE container is throwing an error. JEE container is throwing an error. So what we have to do, guys, in next class, we will configure this resource. Yes. So simply we have created a servlet. In next class, guys, we will see how we can configure the resource, how we can configure the XML, and how we can write a first program which will accept the request and which will give some response. I hope, guys, up to here, whatever concept I try to explain, it's clear. So simply, guys, here we have created a front end, we have created a server. How to configure and how to make a request and how to process the data, that we are going to learn in next class. So I hope, guys, up to here, all the concepts are clear. Yes, is it clear, guys, whatever we have discussed? Yes. So fine, guys, that's all for today. We'll continue the configuration part and the programming thing in tomorrow's class. So fine, we'll end this meeting, guys, here itself. So revise the concept, whatever we have discussed. Yeah. So thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Pawan Kumar tomorrow, not now. I have my next class. Yeah. So Avi, okay. Avi, you ping me in Google Classroom. I'll just let you know. I have my another class of frameworks. Yeah. Okay, Joseph, no problem. I shared the JDBC notes. Where you were, Srilata? I shared in the chat box. Yes. Yes. So guys, remaining things we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Yeah, just go through. If you have any doubt, keep your doubts with you. Yeah, keep your doubts with you. We'll continue in tomorrow's class. Yes. So that's all, guys. That's all for today. Bye. Take care. We'll end this meeting.
This conference is no longer being recorded.